Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes it at the 7. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. The starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Jackson will throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
6-0 our score after 1. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. And Jackson throwing once more. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And that's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Browns drive about to get started. That's complete. It's Bell. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, Watson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, deep ball for Goodwin. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On third down, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Dobbins trying the left side. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now Jones. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. At their own 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Watson. Deep ball for Goodwin. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Christian McCaffrey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. Final play of the half here, it's Jackson. Looking deep downfield. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Let's go.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, it's Watson. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Defensively, celebration time, because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. Touchdown, Browns. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Keeps himself upright.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he's got it. Touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Watson off play action. On the move to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now that's a tough throw because he's moving to his left. He's got to get his shoulders pointed back right to throw it all the way across field to try and connect. Unable to do so.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Watson on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Goodwin. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
From the 24, Watson. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
$2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes Nelson.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Watson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
We often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this will kick out of bounds inside the 5. Talk about disaster averted as they hold on to the football.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Now it's Jackson. It got his man complete. The 40. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 96 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Rolling to his right.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Here comes Nelson.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Gets past one man, and he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big play there on the catch and run. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this play doesn't work at all as he's going to be marked down behind the line after the dive. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Here's Jackson. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on